Welcome to Presentation Hell. Today we're broadcasting from Embark Studios in Tampa, Florida. We have the delight of having a wonderful local Tampa startup company that's going to affect everything you eat in the rest of your life. You don't know that yet, but food is being cooked this way. It's a company called Kitchenery. It's been incubated at the University of Tampa. Today we have Akshay Bhuva and Andrew Collier, and these two men are putting forth, how should I say, a different way for you to cook your dinner. Welcome.
James, thank you for having us.
Is that a good description?
That's a great description. Not great if I was going to say it.
Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't you take 60 seconds now, tell the audience exactly what you're doing here and why it's special.
So, James, you will agree with me, right? Kitchen is one of those places in everyone's home which gets the most amount of foot traffic.
Yes.
It's the heart of everyone's home.
I have this addiction. I eat every day. Every day.
Millions, probably everybody on the globe has the same kind of addiction. And this is, this is where we saw a huge gap in, technology, innovation, and cooking experience. And that's really how Kitchenery was invented. It's holistically transforming how people interact with their kitchens on a day-to-day basis.
Okay. Now, those are all holistically transforming the kitchen. But the reality is this is a blender. This is a electric conducive type surface where I just take any type of electrical gadget, the blender, put it on here. It now works. I can blend. If I want to make my coffee, I take my coffee mug, I put it on, I'm getting hot water. This is what we're looking at, right?
Right. So what we see here is the revolutionary quantum energy pad.
A quantum energy pad.
Right.
Write that down, guys.
Write that down. Quantum energy pad.
Is that what this is?
So,
or is that a Tesla coil?
So that is, in fact, Tesla coil, which we integrate inside of small kitchen devices. So this enables it to receive cordless energy.
So this is basically, it boils down to cordless energy. I mean, when I first saw this, I thought of my kitchen in my house. It got like a GE. It's got a flat top. It's electrified. How is this different?
So number one, that GE flat top that you mentioned, it does inductive heating. And that's the limited capability it has.
Inductive. So this is not inductive.
This is hybrid technology. It does inductive plus wireless power transfer. So you can put a pan or a pot and you can cook just like your GE appliances, or you can put compatible small kitchen devices.
So if I get this right, A, it can heat, but B, it can transfer electricity so that it can run an appliance. Exactly. I can put any appliance on it. I can put a blender on it. I can put a toaster, whatever it is. I can put my phone on it and have it charge. I can put a light on it and charge up and put the lights on.
So this generation, right now, it's not capable for phones because it's just too powerful.
All right, I was getting carried away. It's too powerful. Let's blow up the phones. We don't need them anyway. They're more addicted than food.
Yeah. It's all about food.
So
it's all about
Let's turn this thing on. Show me how it works.
Of course.
Absolutely. So first safety feature is there's no power being transferred until the blender sits on the cap. And the reason for that is because if you knock it over...
You can see it's blinking right there. The light's blinking.
Absolutely. If you knock it over, you don't want it to continue to receive
Understood.
power. It's a safety feature. So when I click the power button on, now you can see all of the lights are activated and we're receiving cordless power. So we go here and we'll just put it in low mode.
Damn.
Completely safe when you receive it.
Safe.
Anything, and if you put it back on, would it just crank back on again, or you have to turn it on? You have to
turn it on again.
You have to turn it on again. So is this? Wow.
Oh, you're trying to show the omnidirectional?
It's okay.
We'll show it.
So this is a business right here that you're getting. Where do you see these products? What is the role? Like, what is the road to take to make this in everyone's home? How do we get there? What are the steps we take? Who uses it first? Who uses it second? Does this ever get in restaurants? Does it, how does it work?
Absolutely. So I head up the sales and marketing team at Kitchenery, and so our core
Just come
philosophy.
a little closer, if you will.
Absolutely. Our core philosophy is that, this is going to be a luxury item first. So it's going to be seen in the luxury industries. So RVs, boats, aviation, high-end hotel chains.
You hear that? RVs are a luxury industry nowadays. Ships and boats, I agree with that, but somehow they're,
You'd be surprised. The Class A RVs go for $2 million.
Yeah, I know. I was being sarcastic. I just know the RV area, but it makes a lot of sense because isn't there a big safety issue in these type of things? Having gas or a hot area, you burn these places down.
Absolutely.
And
thousands of RVs lost each year, thousands of boats. It's a safety issue, electrical efficiency issue. There's 1,000 things that can go wrong, and so you have to really think about that in product design. So hermetically sealing anything in case there's like a liquid issue, making sure that the power doesn't interact with any foreign devices like pacemakers in your heart or phones or other appliances.
That'd be a good one.
Yeah.
Well, it could run pacemakers, for crying out loud. You could be part of the medical industry with this. All right, let's just keep dinner on the table in the meantime.
Absolutely.
Yes. So at 1,000-foot view, what we are really doing is electrifying the RV space, electrifying the consumer kitchen space that enables it to have more energy efficient inductive cooking, as well as stackable modular appliances that can easily fit in tight spaces.
So you can basically, because you have this one area, this solves so many different kitchen items, therefore it saves space. So in a tighter environment, this is going to be much more valuable in a smaller kitchen area.
Absolutely. So think new builds, dorm rooms, kitchenette spaces. Senior living facility is a big area that we're exploring because of the safety factor. No cords to trip over, automatic shut-off features for people with dementia, people with Parkinson's can't plug things in. So we've tried to take what we call sort of the Tesla approach, release it on the high end first, like they did with the Roadster, and then use that.
The car, not the person, right?
Not the
Just
person.
saying.
Yeah.
The person didn't do so well in his lifetime. The car's done much better.
We're businessmen at the end of the day.
Yeah. No. Right now, our goal is really to launch this in hyper premium market segment because everything in here is, number one, custom made. Number two is it's heavy technology. This is pure copper right here, and it costs us a buttload of money to make these systems.
So it's a raw material.
It's the raw material. It's the technology.
Are these being assembled? Where are these being assembled?
So we have, I would say, global partners in Asia, here locally in the US, Taiwan, China. We're setting up an assembly line in Mexico. So I would say it's global manufacturing, but at the end of the day, it comes here in the US.
Who are your partners right now for distribution?
So,
or who would you like to be in partner with? That's a leading question as well. Is there a big boat manufacturer, RV corner?
We have multiple LOIs in different industries, and it depends on what industry you're talking about. So
an LOI is a letter of intent.
Correct. My apologies.
That's all right.
So the distribution comes down to different supply chain outlets. So in the RV industry, for example, we have some partners that have their facilities directly into the OEM facilities. So they're right there at the manufacturing level versus, we have some retail partners that we're working with. On the other side of things, we're integrating our technology into legacy device manufacturers. And so they have some distribution points and manufacturing points.
Okay, legacy device manufacturers. What does that mean to the average person?
Brands that you're familiar with. So
like GE stove.
Well, I can't reveal our actual partners yet because it's
theoretically, if someone made a stove, you would work to put your technology into that stove so it can be manufactured through it.
Exactly, or put it in their blender or their coffee maker or their air fryer, what have you.
So we're currently working with multiple different OEMs to integrate, pilot integration projects.
So no one can just buy this off the counter at this point?
At this point, no, but they will be able to buy in Q4 of this year. So, yeah, it's coming out very, very soon.
That's exciting. So just to recap a little bit about the product, we're going to take a break here in a moment, and then we're going to come back and talk a little bit about the business. So the product is an electrified platform that allows you to cook and electrify. It's induction cooktop, which allows you to cook and electrify just about any kitchen appliance or gadget that way, thereby A, being more efficient, B, being more safe, and C, using less space.
You got it.
Yes, and D, cordless.
Cordless, that's right. You know, I've choked myself on cords when I shouldn't have to.
Yeah.
This is a really cool project. So this is Kitchenery, and Akshay Bhuva and Akshay. I'm so sorry. I apologize.
Okay. We make it happen.
I apologize sincerely. Andrew, I'll get your name wrong on purpose. No, that's all right. So this is a super cool product. It's coming out of Tampa. Came from, is it the University of Tampa? You guys were together over there? Is that something that...
So taking a step back, we were in the, I studied the MS in entrepreneurship program there at the University of Tampa. And we were incubated in their Spartan incubator. That's when we got accepted into Techstars, which is one of the
show your chest.
One of
Techstars.
Techstars, one of the top tier accelerators globally, and we got our first VC backing from them, and then it's been a journey like a rocket ship since then.
Great.
Yeah.
When we come back in a moment, we're going to learn a little bit more about the business, where it's coming from, and maybe an opportunity to be involved in such a cutting edge product.
Of course.
This episode of Presentation Hell is brought to you by Presentation Hell, the book. You can tell better stories on your own without any problem. This is the place to start. Welcome back to the second half of the Presentation Hell podcast. Sitting here with Kitchenery, the founders and chief executives, Akshay Bhuva and Andrew Collier. Thank goodness you're here, and I got that right. Kitchenery is a cool-ass appliance that sits in RVs, boats, eventually your kitchen. And what it is an induction cooktop that actually transmits electricity and can run any device in your kitchen. Yeah. So this is a cool setup. It seems brand new. It seems very cutting edge, which means it has to be wrapped around a business plan. A business plan has to be wrapped around this for the general public to endorse it, for you to get paid, for people to eat, ironically, and got to feed everyone in the process. So as you started up this company, what's the structure? What are you doing? How are you raising money? Where do you see your money coming from? Tell us a little bit about this process.
So James, like how you said, we are at the forefront of innovation, technology, and over the past 3 years, we have been working on developing the core piece of our technology, of our intellectual property, and the product itself.
So there's a core special sauce you're putting together right now. You're locking it down so that the value of what you're doing can be exploited properly so that many people can benefit from it.
Right. So we have a very, very strong technology foundation piece that is built on. And now what we are working on is in the space of 3 different business avenues. Number one is technology integration projects with other appliance brands, OEMs, and manufacturers. Number 2 is we are opening our own line of appliances with our quantum energy pad, and we have different business models to get it to the end consumer. And number 3 is data services and IoT that's going to kick in
after everyone gets out there.
After the devices are out in the market.
Just to understand, so the OEM, which is original equipment manufacturer, so like someone who builds an RV, they might include one of these in the kitchen, the galley area of the RV, or a boat, they might include this in the galley area of the RV.
Exactly.
You also have an initiative to make independent products where, like this, I could just take it out into my garage, plug it in, and have a setup and start going.
Absolutely.
Does this? I have a question on that. We'll get back to that.
Okay.
And then the last thing is the data services of what comes on the back end of it.
Absolutely. On the device and on the consumer side.
And what type of, like, what's the total addressable market? How do you see the real, like, what do you plan on getting out of it? I know cooking's a big deal. I eat every day.
Yeah. So, just talking about the recreational RV segment, more than 15,000 RVs are, made every year. These I'm just talking more about the premium segment,
Yes.
in the Class A and above. That means that we already have millions of customers or that have purchased RVs over the past 20 years that are now looking for RV upgrades, RV remodel, and they want the latest and greatest technology that is available out there in the market. So that being said, this coupled with the yacht market, this coupled with the new innovative what manufacturers are looking for is how can we serve our customers better, how
Okay.
can we make their lives easier. So a kitchen appliance brand is looking for our technology to introduce in their new models.
Do you have any big partners at this point, like RV America or anyone that, like, you can say, damn, I want to be involved in that?
Yeah, we have multiple big partners, but right now, because we are in the product launch phase and technology integration phase,
the founder likes to keep it close to the vest.
Yeah. We're keeping it close to the vest, but we'll eventually launch these names once the products are in the market.
So you're developing the product, you feel there's big value in it, you think the market's very big, you have a direct funnel, a path where you believe through RVs and ships you can take a step to generate enough revenue and credibility where you can start taking bigger steps. I assume the goal is to be in every home around the world.
That's the vision. That's
okay,
the vision.
Right. Mr. Gates said a computer on every desk, so a stove in every kitchen. We've already gotten there.
Yeah, a stove in every kitchen and a power receiving module in every small kitchen appliance that is sold, in the globe. So on the base here, you can see this coil is integrated, and this enables it to receive wireless power. So this is our proprietary power receiving technology that enables it to communicate with this base.
Fundamentally, it's this built into a product, and this looks like magnets here, I don't know.
Yeah.
But basically it's at the bottom, it's in there, and through that process, it's able to generate electricity and run any appliance you want. So this is the fundamental, the golden goose, so to speak.
Yes, this coupled with, there are other electronic systems.
Yes, yeah, it's all wrapped around it and everything, but this is,
we make it happen.
This is your flux capacitor.
This is
so. I think it's pertinent here to expound upon our firmware, which is, I would say, more of our secret sauce. So that's the software that sits not only inside of the appliance, but inside the device. And that allows us to do what we call smart frequency modulation, which is engineering terms for it allows us to deliver the exact amount of power in real time.
Smart frequency modulation, so that if you only need
300
2 volts, you get 2 volts.
It's,
if it needs,
it's
and I'm not an expert, but watts, 20 watts or 50 watts.
Right.
So like 100-watt light bulb is one thing versus an LED light, which is another, and you will monitor the amount of consumption of electricity, thereby you're green and friendly.
Oh, absolutely. Kitchenery in the environment is a pillar of our operation.
Because you don't waste a dime of electricity. It's all used, unless you set the thing up and blend to nothing for an hour like we did for a little bit.
Yeah.
But, that's wasted time. All right. So you've got what seems like a breakout product here. It looks like it could really take over and do very well. Is there opportunities for people to invest in this product?
Of course, there is opportunity to invest in the business model and the whole company.
You have an online process to do that, don't you?
well, that opportunity is gone now.
Oh.
So taking a step back, when we first got into the Spartan incubator, we got our first round of funding from Techstars, which is our venture-backed
So
partner.
Techstars has the
Techstars,
cornerstone VC situation with you all.
right? It's Techstars and Stanley Black and Decker. So they
See, you should have said that earlier. Look at the product. They're involved with Stanley and Black and Decker.
Yeah. So they are.
I asked for that. That's what I wanted to hear earlier.
It's,
By the way,
you
that's
know,
the home run.
Yeah. It comes all together, right? So they are our first venture partners. Techstars and Stanley, they created a program called Stanley Techstars Accelerator, and they selected 10 companies to invest and mentor them to bring their technology, business model, and product from zero to where.
So do I have to call Techstars to invest in your company? Is that what you're telling me? They're the gatekeepers at this point?
No, they're not the gatekeepers. They are the supporters. They're the advisors. They're
Understood.
the mentors that
So
help
how
us
can
succeed.
I get involved? I've got 10 grand I want in. How do I do it?
You shake hands with me and we make it happen.
Okay.
So yeah, after Techstars, we did a community round in partnership with WeFunder, and we had a very successful round from that perspective. And this was last year at the Global Synapse Innovation Summit. We launched that round and we ended it before the end of that year. And this year we have started to we have opened a new, you can call it pre-series A, pre-seed, series A, something like that.
Do you have revenue?
In that space.
Do you have revenue
So
yet?
as of now, we have revenue from the perspective of pre-orders and pre-production revenue.
So you have orders and contracts, but you haven't cashed checks yet.
Yeah, we have. So we take in our direct to consumer e-commerce model, we take a $250 reservation fee that enables the consumer.
So you're taking pre-order reservations on the product right now. And
yeah.
Where can they find that? At kitchenery.com?
At kitchenery.us. .us. Yeah, you can go on kitchenery.us and place a pre-order right now. You get access to our revolutionary quantum energy pad coupled with the first two flagship appliances, which is the induction kettle and our blender, cordless blender.
Well, damn. I have to say, I think this is an excellent product. I hope I'm sitting here with a couple of billionaires and you come back to it and I say, damn, I sat here with it. But
we'll make that happen.
Hey, you know where we are.
Yeah.
Well, induction countertop, cooktop. Basically, you're getting electricity coming through the stovetop and or heating up the goods and therefore making kitchens more efficient. That is what this world needs, and you guys are delivering it. Thank you, Kitchenery. Thank you for coming to the Presentation Hell podcast. Thank you for coming to Embark Collective here today. This is a good place to be.
James, thank you for having us. It's been a pleasure to be here. I know that Andrew came here last year when
when it was just a dream.
When it was a dream, and when we had generation 1 of our technology that we were not confident to show it in public.
Well,
now
I'm proud of what you've done. I think
2.
this is excellent. This is excellent. Any message you'd like to give to the audience on the way out? Go ahead, Andrew. This is you. He's head of sales, so let's hear it.
Well, if you're not following us on all socials, it's Kitchenery or Kitchenery Inc. We are a local Tampa-based company, so if you're in the community, please find a way to contact us. You can always email us at power@kitchenery.us.
The next Tampa Bay billionaires. Thank you guys for being here.
Thank you, James.
Thank you for having us.
Take care.
It's been a pleasure.